Do you want to learn how to make money as a writer? Look, there has never been more opportunities to make money online, especially if you're a writer. But sometimes if you're just getting started, it's one of those things where you just have no idea where to begin. Hey everybody, my name's Michael Leonard and I'm the creator of Inspire Your Success. I've been freelance writing for different websites and my own blog for nearly 2 years, and I've been able to make money in all different ways. So I want to show you the 5 different ways that you can start making money as a freelance writer. Number 1 is simply being a content writer. Now I'm sure if you're in marketing or digital advertising and all, you've probably heard the slogan, content is king. And guess what? It's true. Look, if you go online, everybody has a blog, everybody has social media. There's just so much content out there. So you know what? Not everybody though is great at writing. So when it comes to being a content writer, you're valuable because you can ghostwrite for people, you can write for blogs, you can write for websites, you can do it all different ways, and you can get paid really good money. So for example, when I first started out, I was making $0 when I quit my 9-to-5 back in 2017. And I quickly realized that, like, hey, I need to learn how to start making some money here. Like, I saved up a bunch, but I need to start getting some cash flow in. And so one of my ways that I was always said I was going to do it was to be a blogger and to be a freelance writer. And when I started out as a blogger, I realized that it takes a little while to start making some actually good money as a blogger. But once you get going, you can really scale it. So in the meantime, though, I still needed to make some money. So I started to split my time between blogging and freelance writing. And freelance writing was simply me reaching out to websites that need content. And I was able to start basically in the personal finance niche. That's kind of my background. I published a book on it and personal finance for millennials. And I've done a lot of things on my blog about personal finance. So what I started doing was actually reaching out to different businesses that would need personal finance content. And you can do that in all different ways. So it doesn't have to be personal finance. It can be any topic. But think about it like this. Think first of all, what blogs do you read right now that already have content? Can you work with them? Like, are they hiring people? Do they have a team of people? Is it freelancers? Like, what is it? A lot of the websites that you're reading just have freelance writers, and you can easily do that. So make sure to reach out to these people. Check out a contact page or a Write For Us page that they have on their website. Another place that you can do it is actually going to company blogs. So for example, if you wanted to do personal finance, you could go on E-Trade and Fidelity, and you could go on all these different businesses and find their blog section, find a contact person within the organization and ask them if they need content. Now again, some of them might have certain requirements or require some background or years of experience or maybe even a finance degree. So everyone's going to be a little different, but content is a great way to make money as a writer. And another way that I was able to do it as well is to go to local businesses, because local businesses definitely don't have, they're spread thin. So they definitely don't have a whole team like some of these big companies. So oftentimes you can actually get started. Like, I worked with a personal finance guy here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I just reached out to a couple different firms locally. They had blogs on their website, but their content was very sparse. They didn't have much. And so I reached out, pitched my services, and got the job. So it's one of those things where you just kind of have to be relentless, have to be a little scrappy at the beginning. But it's one of those things where if you're a content writer, you can get paid good money. I'm easily able to earn $5,000 to $7,000 a month doing it part-time. So look, you don't have to be like legendary. You don't have to be like the best writer ever. You just need to deliver great work for your clients, ask for raises once you've been there a little while, and just constantly keep learning and getting better as a writer. But I'll tell you what, man, you can really do it. So I recommend that you start with content writing as a great way to get started. Number 2 is to actually write ebooks. Now this can be a little more time intensive, but it's also going to be a bigger payout. So I was actually able to do an ebook for a client recently, and I ended up getting about $2,500 for it. So that was a huge paying gig. I was able to do it honestly in about a week, maybe even less. And it's not like I was writing for 40 hours that week even. Like, it was kind of come and go. I was able to go back and do edits and things like that. So it took some time for sure, but it was one of those things where I've written clients other ebooks and it's a couple $100, but if you have someone that needs like a big ebook, I mean, this was like 10,000 words, but I was able to get $2,500 for it. And the client was really happy with the work. It's maybe the best lead magnet they've ever seen or I've ever written. And it's one of those things that it just provides a ton of value to readers once they do it. And I'm really excited that I was able to work with that client and do it. And now we have an ongoing retainer basis with other blog posts and other content for the website. So that was really cool. And that just started, again, kind of with an ebook in mind. So you never know exactly when you take a job what can happen or what kind of other opportunities might come up from it. So ebooks are going to be more time intensive, but they're also going to be paying out higher. So one thing I recommend doing with ebook writing, if you do get into this, is to make sure that the contract is very clear in advance, so that way you're not getting screwed over for money, because unfortunately that can happen sometimes, and I don't want you to spend a week of your life writing a great ebook to only have them bail or not pay all the way or whatever else. So make sure that you have a contract in place, you have a formal agreement, you have the payment amount, you might even get paid halfway through or at the end, or have a certain amount of edits, all that stuff. Just make sure the terms are very clear anytime you're doing a retainer or a bigger type of deal. All right, before we jump into number 3, again, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe down below. I'm gonna have a ton of great content here in 2019 about making money online as a writer, podcaster, online course creator, and other ways. So make sure you check that out and like it as well. So number 3 is medium.com. If you don't know, medium.com is an unbelievably clean website that lets anyone contribute. You can literally create an account and in 5 minutes hit publish if you want. It's really cool. They have topics on everything from personal finance to entrepreneurship to personal development, technology, relationships, like anything. They have a topic for it pretty much. And it's really popular. They have like 80 million monthly visitors a month. So people are going there for content, and you can write on there and actually get paid for it. Now, how do you get paid on Medium as a writer? Well, you can do it a few different ways. The first way that I've done it is affiliate links. So for example, if I'm in an article and I'm writing and I have a quote from maybe a book, say I'm quoting Tools of Titans from Tim Ferriss, and I actually link to the book in there with my Amazon affiliate link, and someone clicks on it, buys it, then I actually get a percentage of that and anything else in their Amazon shopping cart because I brought them to Amazon. Amazon is then rewarding me with payment. So that's a really cool one that you can do. And another way is to actually get paid from Medium. So if you spend the $5 whole a month, you can actually join their Medium Partners program and submit articles that have content just for their paying members. So if people like it and they start clapping it and they comment, they have different engagement metrics, but you actually get paid for each article. So that can be $50, it can be $5,000, but it depends on how popular it is, because again, you're just rewarded for the more likes and the what's known as claps on Medium actually, which is basically people just ranking how much they like your article. So those are 2 easy ways, and there's a lot more. But again, Medium is a really cool place to do it. And if you're not reading Medium as a writer, I highly recommend it since there's so much great content out there. And it's a great way to get your name and into some big publications and in front of new readers. Number 4 is to create your own blog. Here's the thing. If you're just starting out as a writer, blogging is not going to be profitable in the beginning. It takes time to get found on Google or to get found on Pinterest or wherever else you decide to promote and try and get traffic. It's going to take some time. But once you can make money as a blogger, the income can scale to tremendous amounts. Like I can't even talk about, like it blows my mind how much some of these people I know make on their blogs. I know literally several people that make anywhere from $90,000 to $100,000 or more a month. So take that into account. Like it's crazy the scalability of it. And if you do it right, you build a really good foundation. You're helping people with your content. You're getting found on Google and Pinterest and all these other social media platforms. You can make tons of money and help lots of people. That's the whole goal here. So the more content that's valuable to people, the more money you're gonna get paid for it. So start your own blog, because freelance writing is cool. Like I can go write for 10 websites and get paid a couple thousand from each of them or however much, but at the end of the day, it doesn't scale. Like that's the one problem I have with freelance content writing or copywriting, is that you're just not getting paid. You can't really scale it because again, it's trading your time for money, kind of like a 9 to 5. So instead, start your blog, because you can have one article that just grows in popularity and that thing can make thousands of dollars on its own. Again, it's not overnight. It's not going to be easy. You have to learn SEO and all these other things. But again, the opportunity is there. And I know so many successful bloggers that are crushing it with blogging income. And how do you make money with a blog? Well, that's a whole nother video, but here's a few different ways. The first one is affiliates. So just like Medium, you insert a link, you refer them to a website, Amazon or wherever else, and you get paid a portion of whatever they purchase. You can also do online courses on there. So if you're a specialist in social media or Instagram or freelance writing or whatever, you can sell an online course for it and then get paid for that. And then you can also offer coaching. You can do paid ads. There's tons of ways to make money as a blogger. So those are some of the things that you can do, but just start your own blog on a topic that you're passionate about and people want to read about, and you can really scale that and make some really, really good money online. Number 5 is copywriting. So copywriting is a very, very lucrative niche, and it's one that people need. If you don't know, copywriting is basically the words that sell on websites, direct mail, video sales letters, all that. And copywriting is one that's going to take a little more time to learn, to understand the craft, because it's all about persuasion and psychology and understanding what makes people buy. It's all about having the right emotions, the right trigger words, all that. But if you can figure it out, you can make huge money, and you can get to be a copywriter for emails, for sales pages, and you can get clients on retainers. I just interviewed someone on my podcast who makes over $200,000 a year as a copywriter, and he does that mainly through different retainer clients that he has. But it's one of those things that you are trading your time for money, but it's usually a lot more time, or excuse me, a lot more money than time, unlike content writing. So that's a great way to do it. And again, people are always selling things online. You see sales pages, you see direct marketing still, even in snail mail and all these other things. So people need people that can write words that actually make people take action and buy. So again, that is the final way that I recommend. And I just want to do a quick recap. So you can write for blogs or websites. You can just be a content writer. You can write for ebooks for the clients. You can write on Medium. You can create your own blog, and that's going to scale a lot more. Or you can be a copywriter. And again, there's way more ways, but these are 5 ways that I've personally used to make thousands of dollars every month as a freelance writer. And it's just one of those things that I love because I don't have to have a boss. I don't have to go to work anymore. I can work at night, in the morning, in the middle of the day, on the weekends, whenever I want. So it's one of those things that I highly recommend that you start, and it's a great side hustle in 2019 and beyond because content is king. Now, if you like this content, please go ahead and like it down below. I want to make sure I'm putting out content that is resonating with you and that is helpful. And if you want more of it, make sure to subscribe so that way you never miss any of it, because again, I'm pumping out tons of content so that way you can make money online, hopefully leave that 9-to-5 here in 2019, and finally create a life of location independence. So thank you again for being here. Really appreciate you guys. I hope you have an epic day.